create a video using exactly this script. 5. The cracked pot. In a small village in India, there once lived a humble water bearer who worked diligently each day, carrying water from the river to his master's house. He carried 2 large pots hung on either end of a sturdy pole that he balanced across his shoulders. While one pot was perfectly crafted and always delivered a full portion of water, the other pot had a crack in it. By the time the water bearer reached his master's house, the cracked pot would only be half full, with much of the water having spilled out along the way. For years, the water bearer made the same journey, using both pots to carry water to his master's house. The perfect pot was proud of its accomplishment, always delivering a full load, while the cracked pot felt ashamed and flawed, unable to hold its full share of water. It felt like a failure and often wondered why the water bearer continued to use it despite its imperfections. One day, unable to contain its sadness any longer, the cracked pot spoke to the water bearer as they were walking down to the river. "I'm so sorry," it said. "I feel terrible for wasting your effort. Because of my flaw, you don't get to deliver a full portion of water to the master's house. I am so useless and broken." The water bearer smiled kindly and said, "Have you noticed the beautiful flowers along your side of the path as we walk back to the house?" The pot looked down and saw, for the first time, a trail of vibrant, colorful flowers lining the path on its side. The water bearer continued, "I always knew about your crack, and so I planted flower seeds along the path where the water drips. Every day as we walk back from the river, you water these flowers, and now, thanks to you, I can pick these flowers and decorate my master's table. Without you, these flowers wouldn't exist." Hearing this, the cracked pot felt a wave of gratitude and a newfound sense of purpose. It realized that what it thought was a flaw was actually its unique gift to the world. Instead of trying to be perfect, the pot saw that its imperfections allowed it to bring beauty to others in a special way. From that day on, the cracked pot no longer felt ashamed of its flaw. It was proud of its ability to nourish the flowers along the path, knowing that its weakness had become a source of beauty and joy. The story of the cracked pot teaches us that imperfections are not necessarily weaknesses. Often, what we see as flaws may hold unique gifts and hidden strengths. Every individual has their own journey and their own way of contributing to the world. This story encourages us to embrace our imperfections and recognize that even with our flaws, we have something special to offer. Instead of aiming for perfection, we can look for the beauty in our differences, knowing that our unique cracks may just make the world a more beautiful place.